Oh, this is Mr. Hornsby 83 with Mr. Hornsby 83 Special Edition. Pardon the noise, we're outside the backyard. Host of the show, Kyle. We're going to be talking about the summer movies that are coming out this year. And we're going to start out with Avengers 2 Age of Ultron, which me and my family will be going and seeing. I'm sure Kyle will see it somewhere down the line sometime before it gets into the DVD and that. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I've been hearing all this stuff about the Rotten Tomatoes only 79%, and the people overseas are not caring too much about it, but I want to see it. It looks better than the first one, in my opinion. I didn't really care too much for part one. I thought part one was okay, but yeah, it wasn't the greatest. But what are your thoughts on it?
Well, looks like any other hero movie that I've seen, from the Avengers itself to all the other separate movies that the heroes had and everything. But yeah, it ought to be good. I mean, Ultron was a robot.
Artificial intelligence is AI, not robot.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Alright, well, that's it for me. It will be good, though.
Does it look behind you?
Next up, we're going to talk about Mad Max, Fury Road, dude. I mean, and I was never a big Mad Max fan as a kid or growing up, but it looks a lot better than some of the Mel Gibson ones, which is shocking because, Mel Gibson, he was a top star in the 80s and 90s, but I just think, rebooting this movie is a good idea, especially with the times, and, it's going to be better visually in that, and, have better, I think they'll probably switch storyline a bit around for it. I don't know the original storylines to it, so, it looks good, though. Yeah, that's what we need. Actual action movies. Stop relying on comic book movies and freaking action comedies for freaking action. We want good old-fashioned action. But,
I actually enjoyed the Mad Max series when it first came out. I mean, it seemed pretty interesting to me. I didn't see all the movies, but I saw the first one, of course. But this one, I've seen many previews of it, and it looks really, it's full of action and, just full of so much awesome, I don't know, it's amazing. I'm probably going to end up watching that too, along with the other movies that come out, just the Mad Max series, but I'm not sure if it's a sequel or it's just a restart of the Mad Max series or something, but it ought to be good.
Next up, we're going to talk about AntMan, and I'll let Kyle talk about this movie.
AntMan has Paul Rudd as AntMan, is that?
Yeah, and Michael Douglas.
And Michael Douglas. And, I've seen some previews of it, and apparently the enemy is called the Hornet. But, I mean, it looks okay. It's got a lot of action in it, a lot of guns, things like that. But I mean, I'm glad that they're making a character of AntMan. They're using just about every character. Of course, I'd like to see Moon Knight or something other than AntMan. But other than that, it'll be pretty good. So I guess I'd give it like a 3 stars, maybe 3.5.
You can't review it yet, so it comes out.
I'm just saying, if it does, if it's as good as it seems to be, it's probably too good.
But, all I can say it's a fresh new superhero movie, but look, Marvel, it's because you had a lot of great comics, and you have a lot of characters. Please don't give us AntMan, for Christ's sake. I mean, we got an Aquaman movie coming up soon, too. Jesus.
Yeah, with Jason Momoa, that ought to be good.
Yeah, but, golly. I'm happy with having X-Men, Spider-Man, Avengers in that, because those are, the big names, but AntMan, I'm not going to say
he wasn't a big hero.
I mean, guys, next DC's going to announce they're coming out with a freaking Blue Beetle movie, who knows, but, let's get a Spawn reboot somewhere along the line.
Yes, please.
Alright, next up, we're going to talk about the, Fantastic Four movie, and I'm one of the few that actually liked one. Well, I liked part one. Part two, I really didn't care for. But part one was pretty good. I mean, you had Michael Chiklis playing the Thing, and you know how big of a Michael Chiklis fan I am from the field, so you know I'm gonna like it because he's playing the Thing. And you had Julian McMahon from Nip Tuck playing Dr. Doom. You know. But oh my God, they're refurbishing the cast. I mean, it's not gonna make no sense. You're gonna have Johnny Storm played by. I mean, I understand you're trying to get, you know, more, you know, culture, you know, more
Diversity.
People into the diversity. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Diversity in your movies, but just make. Why didn't you just cast like Wesley Snipes or Michael Jai White to be freaking the Thing, and then have some white guy playing Johnny Storm? Because it's not gonna make no sense that Johnny Storm and Susan Storm are brother and sister, but yet
and yet
one's a different color than the other. So you know.
I mean, unless like the mother was like.
I think the casting for this new Fantastic Four is still I'll try to start.
The Fantastic Four. I liked the first one. I liked the Silver Surfer. There wasn't anything wrong with those movies, so why'd they recast them? Probably because they had Human Torch.
Well, that's because the cloud of smoke. Along with that.
That was honestly, yeah, but that was kind of crap. But it's not like if anything, he's inside the cloud.
Well, still, why didn't they just, with the way the computer graphics are these days, why didn't they just have a full image of Galactus?
Rings too big, maybe?
Too small? I mean, come on, we're getting X-Men Apocalypse next year. Apocalypse grows big and small, you know.
But yeah, I mean, I've got really nothing for it. I mean, it might be good, it might not be, but, you know, that's my opinion for it.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Next up, that's the stream coming out this year?
No, that comes up to 17, I think.
Oh, I had another title for Debbie Cloud, but I just forgot what it was. We'll get back to it if I come back. But now we're gonna jump to Terminator Genocide. Terminator 5 Genocide. Genisys. I thought it was Genocide, but Terminator Genocide, and this movie is gonna kind
Genisys.
Yeah,
Genisys, whatever. But I could have swore it was Genocide because it's.
Genocide's a very bad thing.
But they're gonna be Quantumania for me today, so. But yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Arnold's coming back for the series. I don't care how bad it is. Arnold's back. Screw it.
I'll be back.
But I think it's gonna whack up the storyline. It's gonna kind of make the storyline a bit whack because of the fact that now Arnold's coming back to save Sarah Connor. I mean, in a way it makes sense, but in a way it doesn't, because it's like, you know, all the other movies you're gonna make irrelevant because you're changing this storyline. And yeah, that may have worked for X-Men Days of Future Past by making the ones after freaking X-Men 2 real relevant, but it's not gonna work for Terminator. You know, everybody knows, you know, it's just, I don't know. But I'll go see it. I mean, it looks good. I mean, Arnold's back in it. That's all I can say. All right, we sign in time.
The only thing about that movie that, I mean, it will be a good movie, but Arnold is apparently the villain. Terminator himself, I think, is the villain. I heard a rumor about it, I guess, that he's going to be a bad guy in it. I just don't see that happening.
And what they're doing, they're going to have the Arnold that came back in the first one come back, but then he's going to be met by the older version of himself to save Sarah Connor, which is totally going to throw off the continuity of the story.
That's a way to explain something. I don't know where they're both met by each other.
It's off the continuity of the storyline.
But yeah, I mean, that'll be good. I mean, every Terminator movie since then has been awesome. So, you know, even though with Matt Damon in there, I think it was Matt Damon.
We're talking about Christian Bale. He was in it.
Oh, yeah, I'm done. But yeah, he was. Yeah, the rest of them were good. So this one, ought to be the best, like one of the best.
I'm not gonna say one of these
Probably
best.
not the last.
It'll be alright.
Probably not gonna be the last one.
It'll be alright. I'm not gonna say the best, but it'll be alright.
Yeah.
Alright, next up, we're gonna talk about a couple other movies. Bond Spectre. And I'm really looking forward to this one because I've done one on record of saying I originally thought GoldenEye was the best Bond movie that was out. And then when I seen Skyfall, when that came out in 2012 or 2013, that became the best in my opinion. And I'm going to be picking up where Skyfall left off. All the Daniel Craig Bond movies, well, except for Quantum of Solace, was good. But Quantum of Solace was, even Daniel Craig even said how bad that movie was.
It was supposed to be good. It was supposed to be like a hit. It wasn't as good as it was supposed to be.
Casino Royale was good, and the way that ended, you had high hopes for Quantum of Solace, but then Skyfall comes out, and you got major league expectations for Spectre because it's just going to be pretty amazing. Anything else to say?
Not really. I mean, I was a big fan of the Bond movies when they were out in the beginning, like in the I don't know, the 1980s or 90s,
1960s.
1960s. Okay, it was all that far away. That far down. And I played a lot
Sean
of
Connery, old man Sean Connery played the first version of Bond on the screen.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Then you had Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton. Timothy Dalton only played in two. Then you had
I'm not
Brosnan.
entirely a big fan of the Bonds. I played like games of them, but I've never really watched them besides the recent like Bond movies that were.
Daniel Craig.
Yes, with Daniel Craig. I mean, it ought to be good. I mean,
You haven't watched none of the Brosnan ones? Oh man, them are some of the best ones. But other people don't think that, but I do. I like the Brosnan ones. But let's see. I guess that's about all for all the movies that we're gonna talk about. It's gonna be big hits this year. Tune in next week. I'm gonna get to the Dean Ambrose video. Talking about, I'm also got a GTA topic, Predator topic, and that coming up for the next few weeks. So, yeah, I guess that'll about do it. You got anything, Ed? I just think this summer might be a good summer for movies, but next year we got X-Men Apocalypse and Batman v Superman, even though I hate the fact that Ben Affleck's playing Batman.
and I'm actually looking forward to Doctor Strange when they come out, and hopefully they will make a Spawn remake, remaster the whole thing, and
I also got a Deadpool movie, and I think
Deadpool
Wolverine.
Deadpool ought to be good. With what's his name, plays him? Ryan Reynolds. Yeah,
That part's pretty great.
Yeah,
He's a lot better than Green Lantern. But
yeah, that ought to be good.
that'll do it. Tune in. I'll be doing a review of Ninja Turtles. I might have a special video before then, but till then, peace out.